okay, in the 19 car. 5th place, 2,368. Joey Logano in 6th, 2,360. Bart Keselowski in 7th with 2,347. Logano in the double 2. Keselowski in the 2. Kurt Busch in the 41 car, 2,333 in 8th place. Denny Hamlin is in 9th place, 2,327 in the number 11 machine. And then Jimmy Johnson in the 48 sits in 10th place, 2,315 points. 11 through 15th place. Okay, 11 through 15th in order. It's Ryan Newman. Dale Jr. finishes 12th. Okay, Jay McMurray, Paul Menard, and Matt Kenseth. Matt Kenseth finishes 15th. 16th through 20th. Clint Bowyer, Akon Morola, Casey Kane, Kyle Larson, and Greg Biffle. Greg Biffle sits in 20th place. Austin Dillon sits in 21st place, followed by AJ Allmendinger in 22nd. Casey Mears, Danica Patrick finishes 24th. And Tony Stewart finishes 25th. Manufacturer standings for the Sprint Cup Series. Chevrolet, first place, 1,584 points. Second place is Toyota, 1,516. And Ford sits in third place with 1,498. So that now brings us to the NASCAR Xfinity Series driver standings. All right. Now, Chris Buescher, first place in the number 60 car. Okay. Title winner, 1,190 points. Okay. Chase Elliott in second place. Okay. In the number 9 car, 1,175 points. And then third place, Ty Dillon, okay, in the number 3 car, 1,772. Now, before they started the Chase Cup, as we all, you know, they have right now, this is how winners won the Cup. Whoever had the highest score, points, in first place in the driver standings, okay? This is the old school way they used to do it in Sprint Cup. They're still doing it in Xfinity and in the trucks. Although now there's talk they want to do a Chase kind of format for the two, but I don't know how that's going to work. Anyway, fourth place, Reagan Smith in the 7 car, 1,168. Daniel Suarez in 5th place, 1,078 points. He's in the 18, Chuck Smith in the 7, Ty Dillon in the 3. 6th place, Elliott Sadler driving the number 1 machine, 1,075. Darrell Wallace Jr. in the 6 car, 1,071 points. 8th place, Brian Scott in the number 2 car, 1,032. Brendan Gowen in 9th place, 1,012. Ryan Reed in 10th place, 902. Gowen in the 62, and Reed in the number 16 machine. 11th through 15th place, okay, in order. Ryan Sage, J.J. Ely finishes 12th. Dakota Armstrong 13th, 14th, and 15th. Jeremy Clements and Ross Chastain. 16th to 20th. You got David Starr, Blake Koch. Landon Castle finishes 18th. Eric McClure 19th, and Cale Conley in 20th. And then 21st to 25th, Joey Gase, 21st. Ryan Blaney, 22nd. Brendan Poole, Harrison Rhodes, and Mike Harmon in 25th. And now in the manufacturer standing, so Ford, which was in first place for a good chunk of the season, a few weeks back, got knocked out of first place by Chevrolet. And then Ford knocked Chevrolet back down a few weeks after that. But now Chevrolet's back on top and finishes the season in first place, 1,434 points. Ford is in second place, 1,430. Toyota in third place, 1,413. And Dodge, fourth place, with 409. So that brings us to the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. And Eric Jones, first place. He's the Camping World Truck Series title winner with 899 points. And Eric Jones driving the number 4. Tyler Reddick in second place with 884 points. Matt Crafton in third place, 877. Johnny Sauter in fourth place, 809. Timothy Peters in fifth place, 804. Cameron Haley driving the 13 truck with him 766. Daniel Hemrick in seventh place, 733. John West Townley in the 05 truck sits in 8th place with 730 points. Ben Kennedy in 9th with 690, and Spencer Gallagher 635. From 11th to 15th place in order, Ray Black Jr., John Hunter Nemechek, 12th, Then it's Tyler Young, Mason Mingus, and Brandon Jones. Travis Gavapol finishes 16th. 17th through 20th, it's 17th is Jennifer Jo Cobb, Coburn Forrester in 18th, Jordan Anderson, Norm Benning. 21st place, Matt Tifft. Then it's Cole Custer, Timmy Hill, Austin Terriot, who finishes 24th, and Justin Boston finishes 25th. And then the manufacturer standings for the trucks as follows. Toyota, first place, 1,049. Chevrolet is in second place, 973 points. Ford in third place, 944. Ram sits in fourth place with 26. So there you go. So let's go over some racing news, shall we? And then we'll call it a day. You got a lot of college basketball going on right now. It's 6:07 on Friday. Kentucky and South Florida. Kentucky taking care of business so far. They're playing at the American Airlines Arena, home of the Miami Heat. So a lot of basketball, a lot of football. I do admit I watch more basketball than football, but tomorrow you have Oklahoma State, Mississippi, and Ole Miss. That's a big one. And of course, the famous Alabama and Auburn. So you have a bunch of cool games going on tomorrow. Anyway, so some quick news. Kevin Harvick on Sunday said what NASCAR calls a, quote, modern era NASCAR record. Kevin Harvick set this modern era record for runner-up finishes. 13 runner-up finishes in one season. Harvick says, quote, it's been a great couple of years, and I know we're disappointed about finishing second tonight. Meaning Sunday. He continues, but it's kind of the theme of the year, finishing second. Unfortunately, it just won't. It's just one short, but all in all, it's been a great couple of years, and couldn't be prouder of our bunch of guys. During the sixth question, Harvick explains to Roger Childers that his car had trouble gripping and turning. All right. Chad Johnston will be the new crew chief for Kyle Larson, driver of the 42 Chevy, the Target machine, the 42 Target team. Chad Johnston takes over immediately to prepare for 2016. And some other news. NASCAR Xfinity Series driver Daniel Suarez, driver of the 18, has been named Xfinity Rookie of the Year, or officially known as the Sunoco Rookie of the Year. Daniel Suarez, the first Hispanic and first Drive for Diversity driver to be named Rookie of the Year. Daniel Suarez finishes 2015 in 15th place with 1,078 points. And then Sprint Cup driver Tony Stewart, driver of the 14. Tony Stewart retiring at the end of 2016. Stewart is getting a new crew chief for 2016, Mike Bugaritz, also known as Booga, okay, for the last 2 seasons, who for the last 2 seasons has been a race engineer for the number 4 team. Bugaritz is a Penn State graduate, master and bachelor's of science graduate. Some Tony Stewart stats: 48 victories, 15 poles, 182 top 10s, and 300 top 10 finishes. Tony Stewart finishes 2015 in 28th place with 695 points. And another Stewart-Haas driver, Danica Patrick, also getting a new crew chief. Danica Patrick, driver of the 10. Bill Scott named crew chief for 2016. Billy Scott, a former Camping World Truck Series mechanic. After graduating, he joined Robert Yates Racing back in 2005. Then in 2008, joined Michael Waltrip Racing. In 2015, Bill Scott worked with drivers David Reagan, Clint Boyer, Brian Vickers, and Michael Waltrip. Danica Patrick finishes 2015 in 24th place, 716 points. And Daytona Rising, okay? They're calling it renovation over at Daytona International Speedway. Coming in January 2016 is what they're calling the Daytona Rising app, updated for iOS and Android. Okay, some of the features include navigation for indoor areas, GPS for outdoor areas, turn-by-turn navigation, and location proximation engagement. Okay, which I'm guessing you get that little circle dot that they showing you where your current location is. I'm guessing that's what that is. There will also be a social networking feature. So there you go. So for those heading to Daytona next year, Daytona is getting high tech. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this one. I'd like to say thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. It is an informational based program, and honestly, you can probably find all this stuff online on your own, but this is for informational purposes. And then I'd like to say thank you for tuning in, and looking forward to getting back together again in February. And also, I'd like to say have a happy holiday season and all that good stuff. And stay out of trouble. Don't drink and drive, and don't text and drive either. In the meantime, College Sport Check, college football, college basketball, scores and schedules is available on demand, #sports. You guys go to apodradio.com. We got everything up on there. Everything just starts playing automatically. So whatever the latest podcast is there for on autoplay, so go check that out. And if you like nonstop rock and country, live365.com or on a Live365 app, and in the search box, OKR USA, home of nonstop rock and country. It's OK Radio at Live365, keyword OKR USA, rock and country. So, from New York, I've been your host, Manny Allegrado. Have a good one, and this has been RP